you very much for coming in. Okie doke. Kate, please.
Kia ora koutou,
Morning.
ko Kate Latimer toku ingoa. I'm here representing Eastern Community Sport and Recreation today on behalf of our board. And what I wanted to talk to you about was about Rāwhiti Domain and the funding for that. Our organisation's goal is a simple one, to make our community a happier and healthier place to live. We support community events and have been a principal part of I Love Brighton since its inception. ECSR is viewed as a major stakeholder in the Rāwhiti Domain, and we represent PCU Softball, New Brighton Cricket, New Brighton Netball, New Brighton Rugby, New Brighton Olympic, South Brighton Tennis, New Brighton Community Gardens, American Football Canterbury, and the Guardians of Rāwhiti. As part of our relationship with Council, I'd like to acknowledge the continued support of the Strengthening Communities funding and also the great relationships that we have with the Council staff, especially John Furlong and Jackie Miller. Basically, we've created within the domain a lot of wonderful assets, which has come from a lot of private funding as well as council funding and central government funding, which has created Eastern Canopy, the softball domain, new lighting towers and lights for Thompson Park, and a cricket pavilion, plus upgrades to the New Brighton Rugby Club operating as Eastern Hub. That's where we gather together for all of our clubs to celebrate their successes. We have increased participation and community engagement in the area through advocacy and support of the member clubs. We have brought American Football Canterbury to Thompson Park, and they have joined ECSR as well as New Brighton Community Gardens. We are supporting a wide cross-section of the community so that the development and the upgrades to Rāwhiti Domain and the surrounding car parks, trees and facilities is essential. The toilet block at the rear of the canopy, I'm not sure if any of you have used it recently, but it's very old and unsafe place with no lighting at night. And with the way that we operate the canopy, it operates till 9 o'clock at night, and basically around us is complete darkness. The street lighting and the roadway need urgent upgrades as the canopy is heavily used during the evening hours for sports training, along with Thompson Park lighting, and Eastern Canopy has increased the volume of sport participations considerably over the past 3 years since the last LTP. We have over 1,500 members utilising our facilities, as well as other public engaging in the free and paid activations and programs that ECSR and other member clubs are providing. With the introduction of new sports like pickleball at our venues, we are seeing more uplift in pay-to-play access. It's hard to gauge exactly, but it's looking, over the past calendar year, it looked to be about 5,000 hours that were booked, session hours that were booked at the canopy. We also have New Zealand teams training, the White Sox and the Black Ferns on a regular basis. We have top class facilities but very poor infrastructure around us. And if you look at other comparable assets in the city, like Ngāpuna Wai, obviously they have fantastic car parking and access and lighting with a lot safer access to the facilities. With security probably is one of the other major concerns in Rāwhiti Domain for the community, and it's key for many of the users with inadequate lighting across the parking spaces and the overgrown bushes surrounding the play spaces. I'd also like to talk to the strengthening community funds. These need to be increased to keep pace with inflation and cost of living and living wage increases. More groups applying than ever, but this needs to be considered that more collaboration with other groups that exist within the community rather than starting up new ones. Our models of shared services help to reduce admin costs for our clubs and ensure clubs are focused on their sport and recreation delivery and increasing participation rather than worrying about doing funding applications. Focus for funding should be in the areas of high deprivation with low decile schools, especially in the coastal Waitai and Papanui Innes wards where our facilities are. We've increased the use of the domain with community investment outside of the council investment, and we believe that you should support the infrastructure at Rāwhiri domain. Brilliant.
I've been down to the canopy. It's you're dead right in what you say.
Yeah.
It can't the canopy's obviously got lights in it.
Yes.
And it can't be a lot of effort to get a bit of a power cable from there to those toilets, which is not far away. So
Correct.
I'll see what that would be quite simple, I'm sure.
Yeah, and I think just additional street lighting along where the car parking is, because there's the parts outside the canopy and there's a little bit further along behind the playground,
Yep.
and that's not lit at all. And then obviously the big trees overhang, so then the lighting cone is very limited.
Yep. Spot on. Thank you very much for your submission. Ta.
Excellent.
Hello, is Finn here, please? Now you've got 10 minutes.